should have felt fear or anger, but I just felt serene.
Oh, sorry about that, chat. My scene got messed up after switching back from the cat. I will back it up and replay it.
You'll just have to calm her down first.
Thank you.
I could feel his breath on my neck. I should have felt fear or anger, but I just felt serene. Maybe because I was so fucking tired. First life, we really made it. The second was good too. The third never came. Still, we were lucky. Really lucky. I've been living a stolen, anguished life for a long time. And he was born from that pain.
He was born from that pain. Is he saying the murderer, the stranger? So it's like confirming that it is just like a figment of his imagination?
Everything's all right.
Your time is long over.
Run!
I'll get her anyway. I'll drag her to the abyss with you as the tool.
He's still carrying the poison.
I bet.
It still had the cap on it. Did you just swallow the cap too? What does that mean? That bottle was a poison he stole from a crime scene at early in the game, and that poison burns out the Icarite in your brain, which means they cannot transfer it to a new body. There's no more extending your lifespan. There's no more body hopping. It's a true death in the within this world. The cap is the tasty part. Come on and slam and welcome to Japan, kids. It's time for tentacles. Hi, Spells. Is he gonna go off the cliff now? Oh, he's seeing Icarite on the statues now. Yo, I had no idea Central Park was so high up. nothing on his wrist now. But he has marks on his wrists like he was tied up. Like rope burns. Oh, it just cleared up. Symbolism. So at one point, the murderer, which might have been a figment of his imagination, admitted that he made her, his wife, drink the poison too. If the murderer never existed, maybe when she died from whatever she died from, her Icarite was unrecoverable, like her head got squished in a car wreck or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing right now. And then maybe he blamed this fictional entity for it.
Hi, James. I know you won't pick up, but my psychologist says I need closure. She's pretty famous. She's alive thanks to you. And thanks to me, she hid here in the slums in the first days of the riots. Believe it or not, it was the safest here. It's pretty strange to look at myself, pregnant and shocked by the poverty I'd spent my whole life in. I had a few desynchro attacks because of it, but I recovered. Fully recovered. I finally got my body back, and I finally have enough money to get Taylor out. I was worried if Taylor would still be herself after she was thawed out, but Salma's pretty sure that there's no symptoms until the first 100 years. Symptoms like what you've been struggling with. She tried to explain it to me, and I'm so sorry. For the record, you were the most difficult partner I've ever worked with. And no one else will ever come close.
Yeah, we get to keep that badge.
But thank you. You deserve peace. I really hope you found it.
Dang. And there's a bunch of Jaden animations that my son has been watching. I give him the okay to watch those. Jaden, I feel like Jaden is safe. Alright, so that's the last ending. Okay. Alright, whenever we finish a game, we have a tradition here on this channel. We do a little review. How was this game? Video, phenomenal. Audio, fantastic. The world was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. The detail was insane. When you were looking around at the city, it was stunning. When you were like rewinding time and moving time forward, back and forth, and like seeing things like explode and unexplode, and like bullets go and then go back into the gun, stuff like that. It looked really, really freaking good. Like absolutely stunning visuals. I cannot stress enough. Like for me, the graphics of the game were 10 out of 10. I found no flaw in them. Storytelling. You really have to pay attention. I found it difficult to keep up. I got the general idea of the story. When I got the ending that I got, I was a little pissed off. I felt very unsatisfied having played the game with that ending. I'm glad I immediately went to YouTube to look at the other endings. That helped a little. Kind of mad that every single ending is you die because Sarah sent you into this crazy situation. And in some of them, she's mad at you, and in others, she gets a good end. But in every single one, like, she puts you in this situation, and you die, and in some of them, she gets good things. Not really satisfied with that. It's kind of like the story of this schmuck who got used. That's like the whole thing. But he's like so old, he's like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll die, it's fine. This is my fourth body, whatever. The whole message of the game is living forever is a prison, so final death is best ending. Yeah, there's not a message there at all. Sarah's the main she's the protagonist. Yeah, but she's just in her room and she's playing a game, and you're her player character. So yeah, I mean, that's it. The story was interesting. Maybe I missed some details. Absolutely possible. It was definitely, I don't know if abstract is the right word, but I found it difficult at some moments to put the pieces together. And I was like multiple times, pitching what I had figured out so far to chat to see if they were getting the same conclusions. And the endings were very unsatisfying, but I guess they were going for like a tragedy or something. I mean, it is noir, so maybe there's, noir, the main character, often dies. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this. I'm really grateful to them for sending me a free copy of their game. That was huge. In total, I think this took,
look at me, I'm so curvy.
5.5 hours. 5.5 hours. I will say, for a game that's 5.5 hours, I would say that $25 feels like a bit much. Because I mean, I guess if you're the kind of person that wants to replay it and not look up the other endings on YouTube, you could just replay it and get more playtime out of it. But those are my first thoughts right after playing it. Absolutely stunningly beautiful game. Storytelling was a bit obtuse. I think they could have done a little better there, but maybe they were going for like really abstract because noir and all that stuff. Was this sponsored? Nope, not at all. They just they offered me a free key. I watched the trailer. I thought the game looked stunning, and I said, yeah, I would love a key. I'd love to try it out. And this is it. That's it. It felt like most of the endings were determined in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, it did. It did. I'm not sure, like, all the options that we saw in that YouTube video seemed like ones that were there when I played it, which would kind of feel like all the decisions I made up until that point may not have mattered at all. I'm not sure. We never learned what Icarite even is or why someone would tie themselves up with it for a weird kink fetish. Icarite is, it's this stuff that they put in you, and it, like, I don't know, it like wires into your brain, and basically it can be used to copy your, I don't know if it's copy paste or cut paste, I'm assuming copy paste, like copy you into a different body. Like they put the Icarite, it's like the, oh, you know what it is? It's your SIM card. It's the SIM card for your phone, but it's for you, it's your SIM card. So your body gets messed up, they pull out your Icarite, your SIM card, and they put it into another body, and you're good to go over there. But every time you hop, there's a chance that it could go a little bad. And if you don't sync with the new body, it's like if your mind rejects it, you start going like crazy and stuff like that. That's basically what it was. And if you can't afford a new body, they put your Icarite in the bank so that someone can, maybe get you out later. But the end result is like 99% of people are just like in the bank forever. Is it just a technological copy of them and they're moved on, or are they trapped in a hellhole? Who knows? Yeah, anyway, that's it. That was Nobody Wants to Die. Very interesting game. Thank you to the publisher for allowing me to play it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the journey.